If you look over the years, the style have changed. The clothes, the hair, the production, the approach to the songs. The icing to the cake has changed flavors. But if you really look at the cake itself, it's really the same. If Daryl stopped touring, it would be a big part of him missing. There isn't one album that says Hall and Oats. It's always Daryl Hall and John Oates from the beginning. People never note that. The idea of Hall and Oats, this two-headed monster, this thing, is not anything we've ever wanted or liked. We've been together since we've been teenagers. I can go away and disappear for 2 years, and when we get back together, it's like nothing ever has changed. In our relationship, we don't have that situation. I don't require what he needs, and he doesn't require what I need. I know what I do. I have an amazing life that nobody knows about. We collaborate together. We work with other people. We work by ourselves. The thing is, we've changed our style, but we never changed the actual roots of what we've done. Well, before we met, I heard and seen him sing, so I knew he was good. We should have an easier name to pronounce. I'm really in such a fortunate position to have that foundation with Hall and Oats that lets me do whatever I want. That's the dream of a lot of creative people, and I don't take it for granted. I try to make the most of it. With Hall and Oats, honestly, after years and years of playing the same material, it's easy to coast. I can coast through a show. It's the music that brings us together. A good mustache makes a man for many reasons. I have a great family. I like an amazing life. You have to know when to strike and when to retreat. To me, when a great band is playing together, it's amazing for me. My mustache has become this weird, iconic representation of a certain era. I do a lot of things behind the scenes. I do a lot of things that don't hit the headlines. Sometimes it's just great to bring new people into the mix. Jam Cruise is actually a comfortable place for me. My jamming skills and my improvisational skill have improved immensely as I've gone more solo because I've had this opportunity. Having a mustache and never smiling become a permanent component of my persona through the quietly self-important decade of the 70s. If something that needs to be done that we don't feel confronting, we do it through the manager. Well, because we're so different as people, and it's that difference that probably also makes it easy to stay together, because we don't get in each other's way. If I stopped touring tomorrow, it wouldn't change my life. I just like playing with the band and doing what I do. I like playing on stage, don't get me wrong. You may be embarrassed about the way you looked and the wacky clothes you wore when you were young, but normally, at least it's hidden in a box in the attic. I get to play with all these different players who don't necessarily approach music always the same way that I might, so I learn a lot. I sense people respond more to the honest approach to making music instead of the manufactured approach. When my song came on the radio for the first time, that was one of the heaviest thing I remember. When you can't affect something, you almost don't want to wish too hard because it's just frustrating. The decline of the major labels has changed the audience. They aren't force-fed by a system anymore. They can make their own decision. The mustache represented the old John. I didn't want to be that guy anymore, so I shaved it off. It was ritualistic in a way. I have a such wide variety of taste in things that I like musically. The world has accelerated to the point that, as far as the album as a form, I don't know if it's going to last that much longer. I'm an indie artist with a major distribution, so one foot in the extreme major music business and one foot in the abyss of indie artists. I realized if I'm not really making an album, I don't have to be concerned about things like stylistic consistency, pacing, a coherent mood. All that stuff goes out of the window. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Have a good day.